Namaste children. Welcome back to social science class. Children, in today's class, let us learn about Ambedkar and his reforms. Dr. Br Ambedkar brought the issue of social independence to the forefront while India was fighting for political independence. So as you have learnt all about the fighting for the political independence, children. But Br Ambedkar brought the issue of social independence also. He fought for the eradication of untouchability, having experienced it in his early life, because he had experienced a very hard life of this untouchability. Ambedkar was born in Mo of the central province, that is presently in Madhya Pradesh, on April 14, 1891. His father was Ramji Sakpal and mother was Bhimabai. You can see the father and mother of Ambedkar, Ramji Sakpal and Bhimabai. Ambedkar's childhood name was Bhimrao and he completed his studies locally, and he completed his education at Elphinstone High School in Bombay, and he completed his higher education at London School of Economics and earned his PhD from Columbia University. He also got LLD and Bar at Law degrees. He cultivated an independent personality through his self-study. As Ambedkar was born in an untouchable caste of Mahar, he had experienced the pain of untouchability. He was convinced that only through constitutional measures the social evil untouchability can be eradicated. Because in those days the people were of the lower class or the depressed class or the Harijans, whatever we call, they were undergoing a very hardship. So he felt that he has to eradicate it. Hence, he launched various struggles against untouchability. Among them, Mahat movement and entering the Kalaram temple of Nasik are important ones. He created awareness and self-identity among the Dalits. He edited Mokanayaka and Bahishkrut Bharat periodicals to voice the issues of Dalits. He also established Bahishkrut Hitakarini Sabha. Ambedkar took part in all the three roundtable conferences that took place in London as a representative of Dalit classes. And we have learnt in the previous class about the communal award, children. The British declared communal award wherein a separate constituency was allotted for the Dalits in the year 1932. But Gandhiji did not like this. Gandhiji opposed this and sat on a hunger strike in Eravada jail near Pune. And Ambedkar and Gandhi arrived at an agreement and entered Pune Pact in the year 1932 and ended the conflict. Ambedkar and Gandhiji, they arrived at an agreement and entered Pune Pact in 1932 that ended the conflict. Later, Ambedkar became the chairman of the drafting committee of the Indian Constitution, and he is remembered as the chief architect of Indian Constitution. He was the first law minister of independent India. Later on, he died on December 6, 1956. He had accepted Buddhism few months before his death, and he has been awarded Bharata Ratna posthumously in 1990. Posthumously is after his death. He has been awarded Bharata Ratna award. Ambedkar had called for education, organization and agitation. And let me tell you about the socialist children. The socialist thoughts became popular during 1930s in and out of the Congress party. By the year 1934, a socialist group had clearly emerged in the Congress. Most of the socialists were younger generations. They established Congress Socialist Party. Here you can see Jayaprakash Narayan children. Jayaprakash Narayan became the General Secretary of Congress Socialist Party. Acharya Narendra Deva, Acharya Narendra Dev, Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose were the other leaders of this Congress Socialist Party. Though Nehru identified himself as socialist, he was with Gandhiji. The socialists organized the farmers and workers to attain social justice in Indian society. And Jayaprakash Narayan, Ram Manohar Lohia, and Arun Asaf Ali and many other socialist leaders, they took part in the Quit India movement and played a major role in its success and emerged as popular leaders. And let us know about Jayaprakash Narayan children. Jayaprakash Narayan was born in 1902 CE in Bihar. He completed his higher education in American universities for more than 7 years. While studying in America, he became familiar with socialist philosophy. On returning to India, he joined Congress as per the guidance of Nehru. He formed Congress Socialist Party in the year 1934. He was arrested in 1941 and escaped from Hazaribagh jail and following year and he went underground and he gave support for Quit India movement from there itself. He toured entire India in disguise. He was arrested in 1944 and imprisoned at Lahore Fort, and he was released from there later on. He became a part of Bhudan movement which was led by Vinoba Bhave. He entered politics in 1974 and Jayaprakash Narayan entered politics in 1974 and called for total revolution. As a result of this movement, the Janata Party came to power. When the Janata Party divided into two due to its internal frictions, there will be many internal frictions among the party's children. So due to that, Jayaprakash Narayan was left disillusioned. He died in the year 1979 and people called him as Lokanayaka out of love. Now let us learn about the things towards independence. Due to public pressure and the after effects of Second World War, the British tried to arrive at a final solution for the Indian problem. The British had become weak economically and militarily. The Labour government that came to power in the year 1945 wanted to enter a definitive political agreement with India. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Jawaharlal Nehru took the major decisions regarding the future of India. The British government sent a cabinet commission to India to work the modalities of handing over the power of India in 1946. The British government had to hand over the power of India to the Indians. So in the year 1946, they sent a cabinet commission for that. But the Muslim League, under the leadership of Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the Muslim League under the leadership of Muhammad Ali Jinnah wanted the creation of Pakistan and was adamant in its demand. They wanted a separate state for Muslims, that is the Pakistan. Hence, division of India became inevitable. On June 3rd, 1947, the last Viceroy and the Governor General of India, Lord Mountbatten, declared the division of India and the handing over of power to India. On August 14, 1947, Pakistan became separate from India and India became independent on August 15, 1947. You all know, isn't it, children? How, see, we learned all the what is the way to the independence. So finally, on August 15, 1947, India became a independent country, and Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of India. The British, who had arrived in India for trade, had ruled India for 200 years and left it economically and politically weak. The freedom struggle of the Indians finally forced the British to leave India. This day of August 15, 1947, on which their foreign rule ended, is unforgettable in the annals of the Indian history. Okay, children, thank you.